Okay, so there we go. So that's what we're going to have to do. Right, so I'll start getting my stream or my recording up and running. While you get yourself set up. Haz, are you there? Excellent. Okay, I'm just continuing my intro.
Hopefully this is working. It's been a little while since I've had my new monitor set up. Desktop audio, it's fine. Cool, welcome everyone to At the Helm. This is a final of a semi-match between myself and a long-term friend and arch rival, MrOK, Nick Pillell himself. Obviously the winner goes on to play, I believe... Actually, I'm not going to give you spoilers because I don't know if you've read the results. But one of us goes on to the final to play someone else that has progressed into the final. And as always, another episode in our ongoing saga of me versus Nick. So here we go. So let's get into the list. So I'm running triple sovereigns. Musashi, Kirk, Obson. Definitely useful against those Romulans with their cloak, and then Federation Helmsman because I love my maneuverability. It's also phaser to cover all blind spots. Then we got a Torpedo Boat Enterprise E. Nick knows Riker's under there. Everyone's seen my games. Cisco to get rid of the orcs that comes with it. High captain skill and just great quality. And then you've got the Atlas shares tokens. You've got Picard with the extra action, which works nicely with the Atlas. Maxwell Forest for captain skill and maneuverability, metaphasic for even more free actions, and dorsal phasers for those blind spots. And they all synergize really well together to chuck out a lot of red dice. Moving on to next list, you've got the Sealer's Warbird. Lots of sensor echoing all over the place twice. Laris that benefits from that. Dominion will retro for it for more DACA and durability. Romulan cloaking device because nobody likes that really. Advanced cloaking to be annoying. Additional weapons array because the Deradexes for some reason do need that. And then Navala to bump Laris up. You've got a Romulan science vessel, it's just dishing out mines. Simply put. The scimitar, more stripped
How are you
back
getting on,
version.
Haz?
If you can hear me, I'm almost there. You've got Shinzar in the scimitar with plasma coil overcharge, keep some options open. Folaron weapon for a laugh and to kill people. Romulan cloaking device because that should come as standard. And then finally you've got the Tal Shiar Scout that can strip tokens. Got Vreenak to make sure he gets red dice because no one likes their cards being deleted. And then 2 extra crew just for the sake of being deleted. They don't really do much. He's never really used them, but you know, here's what it is. Right, to the stream. Ooh. So I'm blue, Nick's red. He's setting the dice up for me while I do my intro. And I don't know if Nick heard me when I pushed to talk, as I am now. But now he knows I'm pretty much at the end of the list discussion, and we are going to start doing some gaming.
Yeah. Down my end of what I hope to achieve against you, some of our previous encounters and so on.
So it continues, always low on the battle stations for initiative.
Yep.
Oh shit, I had 3 then. I've still got 3 again anyway, so that's cool.
That is your initiative then.
Yas, Queen. Yas, Queen. So yeah, Nick and I are hoping we're doing, like I said, mirror stream so that we can have people have an insight into what we're doing. At the moment, I don't know what I'm doing.
Choosing your obstacle.
Thank you. Obstacle.
It's okay, everyone. He has played this game before.
I always forget the initial setup. Alright, okay. Was it planet and obstacle?
I think you'll call that an illegal placement.
Oh yeah, that's Chicago. Done.
Okay. I too will go for a planet, I believe.
Better check my stream
Yep.
is working.
Alright, I've locked it up. Now, when I played against Jeff, he confirms that it was the Planet Exchange Fremont runs, meaning we don't place an extra obstacle. But up until that game, I had actually been placing an extra obstacle. Yeah, if you're happy, we can stick with that.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Just trying to work out if my audio is coming through all right. Do me a favour and just roll some dice. Just a second if I can pick up the audio. Yeah, I'm picking it up. That's fine. Cool. Sweet.
Right. So next up, I suppose we've got placement, which will be my 2 captain skill 1s.
Oh no.
Right, okay, that's my 2 captain skill 1s, so I believe you've got 2 8s, is that right?
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm liking this inner monologue thing, being able to talk to the stream without your opponent hearing.
I'm actually forgetting to talk at all. Right, okay, so yeah.
So what you're saying is my stream's probably going to be a hell of a
Yours
lot
would be
more
more
interesting
chatty
than
because
yours.
I'm so used to not using push to talk. So it's weird. Right, okay, so now he can't hear me, and I'm going to get used to this and try and be a bit more expressive. At the moment, my biggest concern...
I was explaining to my stream that I deliberately gave you the Kazon damage deck because I know how much you love Kazon.
I love Kazon, and I'm just explaining to my stream my deployment idea, so I'll be with you shortly. So yes, pretty neutral, bit concerned about the Tal Shiar scout that strips a token, which makes his cloaky ships more durable. Really, I want to hang around where the more the planet is on the bottom left of the screen at the present. Also, they're similar. If I said blue, they're both blue. There's one blue-white planet. There's one that looks more like Earth. So that's where I want to hang out and force them into those lanes. I am concerned I need time to get my captain skills up. But the Enterprise, not having the ability to manoeuvre too freely, will sit in a corner and just try and create some lanes. I'm not against just shuffling because I know how devastating. I hate Romulans. Musashi is integral to chucking out dice. Very important. So the mines are going to be a nuisance, but they're not going to be a game breaker for me. So you're pointing at something. What is it you want?
No, sorry, I was doing that for the benefit of my stream.
Okay, cool. There you go, favour returned. Right, I'm up to 10.
Okay, I'll get onto mine now.
I think we're going to try and force him in certain lanes. I don't want to spread out because I'll get picked apart. He's way too agile to pin down. Really, all I want to do is just kill one thing and just keep him forced into tight. I don't want open spaces. Really have to avoid open spaces. I'm not going to get behind him. He's more agile than I am. And to get behind him requires all my ships maneuvering well, and only 2 of them can do that. And obviously I want to stay together so I can, when I do get a shot, which I don't imagine I'll get many, it'll be pretty devastating. There'll be a lot of reds. Because if I rush to the middle's where I want to create the channels, because I want to stick behind that planet. Yeah, I'm not against playing slow on this one because I know what he's like. He's got a 10 and a 9. I'll have an 11 and a 10, so there's not really much in terms of... Yeah, what he's going to do is Sealer. If he puts Sealer in that corner here, he's then going to roll her towards the middle. He's going to try and bait me down that flank, and that'll take me to space. I don't want to do that.
Okay,
I really don't want to do that.
Your initiative, I do believe you're deploying your Atlas before my Sealer.
No problemo. He's obviously not going to be happy about the fact that I've got lots of dorsals, I've got lots of arcs to work with. So that will make it very uncomfortable for him, limit his options. I don't want to play his maneuvering game. Yeah, I think I'll probably do a little bit shuffling in the corner, and then turn, and then do more shuffling. Because I only need to kill one ship and protect all my ships. His 2 big ships are more than 2 of my big ships. So if I kill one of his and he kills one of me, he's still got to kill someone else.
Suppose you've got a maneuver card for the Sovereign, have you? That you can slap down?
I can get one for you. 1 sec. I figure out how to do this. Quickest way is tabletop because I've downloaded issues. So stand by.
Okay, I can grab it out of here actually.
Yeah, if you could, it'll be quicker than me having to download the assets of the containers.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I already know his dial doesn't matter to me. He's going to go where he wants anyway, because he's just a dirty Romulan player. And I made sure he heard every word of that. I forgot that Aerodexes can reverse, they can't do come-abouts, and then for some reason the Reman Warbird can do a come-about.
I believe it's Renac time now, isn't it?
Denied!
I did wonder if you'd be the first player to accept, but okay.
To be fair, deleting any one of my cards is a pain in the arse for me, so I can't really accept it, can I?
Oh, that's fine.
Now he's done his Renac and given himself an extra attack dice each for every Romulan ship he has, because for some reason that's balanced and fair. Again, I made sure he heard this comment.
Didn't hear anything. Okay, so I guess into dials now.
Now, instead of putting my dial straight down, I don't think he can see my mouse, so I'm just going to take a time, make it seem like I'm thinking. Because he knows normally I'm quite quick at putting my dials down, so I'm going to, while I'm not under pressure from the timer, I'm going to make him think I'm thinking. But the one forward and the one bank is what I'm thinking of doing, because then it'll force me to go one way or the other, but I'm staying close to that planet. I have no intention of going out. I want to. It's like when I played the. It wasn't was it now? A few weeks ago, the chat with all the Defiance. No, I've tried that approach, and now I'm going to put them out one by one to make them think I'm doing different maneuvers instead of flying like a squadron. Take this one back in, do that, do that. Yeah, they're all correct. Actually, I've got another cunning plan, because Cisco can get rid of Orcs. Going to fire a little bit more aggressively, then I'm going to reverse back. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, that'll make him think I'm rushing down the right. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, almost there.
Also, I want to make sure I'm in range of that planet to trigger Genesis effect as soon as possible. And yeah, because Cisco gets rid of the Orcs, I can just keep reversing every turn. And he's thinking, oh, he's being a bit aggressive up that flank. And I think he's going to forget about Cisco's ability. Like I say, being in open space is not the place I want to be. He'll fly circles around me. He has the better manoeuvring ships, similar captain skills. I can't risk being picked apart. Alrighty then, let's get me timer up.
Yeah, I've sorted the time. Oh, your timer. Right, I got it.
When you're ready, you may do your thing.
Right. Okay, I'll start the timer and then we'll go with round 1. Alright, so Romulan Science Vessel is doing a 1 forward. And it will cloak.
Now he wants to put those mines in that middle because he knows that's going to cause me a lot of problems. But I'm not too bothered about mines.
The Tashiar Scout will do a
scan tokens
to the
help
right.
me out. I'm happy with that because I don't really want anything to do with that ship. He's going
Over
try
to
and
you.
All right then. So, okie dokie. So the Musashi will do a 1 forwards and battle stations. And the Enterprise E will do a 3 forwards and battle stations. Okay, I'm up to 10. Your 2 ships first.
Yep. Okay. Scimitar. 6 forwards. We
He's trying to
will
put pressure on me on the flank to
float
commit, but I don't need
as
to.
1 action.
He's probably thinking, rush Cinematari and get a failure on off, kill one of my crew, which makes things awkward for me. Because, let's be honest,
Well,
if he does hit me
then-
with a failure on, I'm going to be severely damaged.
Sensor Echo. For free with Romulan cloaking device.
Nose kicking in a little bit now.
Gonna try.
Because I know Sealer can move forwards and just keep darting across. So,
1 forwards left. Yeah, I'm gonna hold that there. I don't see the need for any other tokens, so I'll forego the rest of the actions this round for that one. And then you said it's my turn before your turn. Sealer, do a 1 forwards.
just go dart across the room. His right,
And
or up
cloak.
his board side. Or he's going to try and stay here and tempt me. I just need a bit of time to get Captain Scale 11. I can chuck out 8
And take
torpedoes.
a free sensor echo.
But he's going to look to try and break my formation up. I know that that'll be me done if that happens, because then I'll be piecemealing his ships and he'll be chipping away really nice. Thinking to myself, maybe I should have done the 5 to
to
be
there,
aggressive, but
And
again, he's going to get me in the open, get the mines down.
I don't think I'm going to need any more
He's playing
actions.
my game. My game is camp.
So that is
Duke in the
your
front centre.
10 next.
Okie dokie. And that's all I'll do. Then that's so I don't remind him of the Atlas's
good.
ability.
Combat phase, nothing. Token clear up. Your end.
Check in range of Genesis effect. Sorted.
Here comes this other Federation helmsman. Oh no, it was William T. Riker. Ah, alright, forgot about that.
One-time token because one comes off due to the end phase.
Right. So that's going to bump Cisco up to an 11, is that?
Yes.
Right. I will be placing some mines.
Very nice, very evil. See, I reckon he's hoping that I'm going to rush up this flank here, because a 5 would have got me here, 1 forwards. He knows that's out of range 3 there. So he's going to dance around here, and now he's trying to deter me from going up there. I've already made my decision. I don't need to go up there. I don't need to. Because I know he can easily dance through that open bit. So me breaking my pattern just a little bit there is to try and make him think, maybe Andy's coming at this a little bit varied, when really I'm trying to keep it systematic. Obviously he's keeping his 2 weak ships between the 2 big ships, because if I do go for one, he can then come in and try and mop up. Scimitar feels a little bit out. I feel like he's overcommitted the Scimitar. He's got to do like a turnaround if he gets in trouble at the top.
Right, I'm going to lock that there.
Which makes me think he's going to try and sweep round and cut through the planets.
So I'm on the dials.
I've already made my plan. What more could we do? What could we do? I could do with some rum, really. Actually, that's what I could do with. Take the edge off just a little bit. I mean, no matter what comes out of this, I hate losing to Nick. Really hate it. But at the same time, I'd be honoured to lose to Nick. Because that's how I think. Normally in friendlies he wins, and then when it comes to competitive games he bottles it and I win. But I think he's got a really strong list, and one mistake and I'm done. And it's not about points, it's about who can keep those ships alive, really. For this particular game anyway. But no, say I don't like losing to him. But I'd be happy for him progressing should he win. I mean, this could go either way. It all comes down to who makes the first mistake and gets out of position and gets blatted. That's what it comes down to. Because once one ship's gone, there's no coming back. You good? Sorry, I was busy chinwagging.
No, that's fine. I'm chinwagging as well. I've got 2
Cool.
dials set, but only more to do.
Again, I'm not too bothered. He's taking his time. I know my game plan. He's thinking. I don't think he's thought a few steps ahead. I'm just hoping that Cisco's Enterprise E just going up the board a bit irregularly will make him think maybe he's going to try an aggressive hybrid approach, where I already know I can strip the orcs off and just keep coming back. And I've got to protect the Enterprise. The Enterprise is going to dish out 8 dice, perfect quality, provided Telshar doesn't get in my way and strip the token, but I can double up on battle stations thanks to Atlas. No, 8 dice is going to make him really, really cautious, because that's going to do a huge amount of damage. Put him on the ropes. Then I can start playing really aggressively then. But at the moment I don't know what lanes he's taking, and I really want the Enterprise E to get that perfect quality off, then have the 2 dorsals mop up and harass that one ship.
Right, that's dials down.
Again, I'll do a separate dial method to disorientate. Okay, I think I'm there. A little bit of line misdirection.
Okay, so my ones.
Okie dokie.
Tal Shiar, 2 bank left.
Oh,
That looks like a bump.
bumped.
Yeah, we're going to call that a bump because I think yeah, it's about as close as it can get. I don't need the action anyway, so I'll just bump into the back of the scimitar.
No point messing around.
Prominent science vessel will do a hard 2 to the right.
That's fine. I'm happy with that. I don't want to be near the Tal Shiar, because that's what's going to ruin my quality. It makes the more powerful. So when I do shoot,
I'm going to sensor echo these.
I won't be able to shoot and kill something. If I can't manage that, I'm going to end up playing his game of being chased. Because I can still abuse my range-free blind spots, and that's what I'm trying to protect with this, because if I turn, I've got range-free
do a
front
2
arc.
forward left.
I imagine he's going to put some mines down in the middle, next phase. To try and deter me from cutting up through the middle. Again, I don't plan to do that.
Make that a 1.
I don't plan to really deviate from this corner because I want to force him down those channels.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Because he has to fly forwards to shoot, so it makes it a bit easy to predict where he's going to be and get some shots off.
Right, you're 8. Both of them.
Okay, the Musashi is doing... Oh shit, press the wrong one. Need to undo that. It's doing a 1 backwards. Need to unlock the ship, because the dial is a bit broken.
Swear I just saw a ship fly off the board.
You would be correct.
There we go, only 2 left to shoot.
That's your nerves showing already.
Yeah, just fancy a slightly easier game tonight, that's all.
I was just shitting all over you behind closed doors. Really enjoyed it.
Oh god, yeah, this is the Ash Has stream, this is.
Okay, so Enterprise E is doing the same, but I will have to obviously manually do it. Manual control column. And unbox. Okay, I'm done. You're 9.
Yeah, no worries.
So I suppose the timer for me is making sure I'm not orcs, because a 1 bank isn't too big of a deal for me. Or Cisco.
Okay, the scimitar is doing a 2 forwards.
And helmsman it. Okay.
And I will naturally take the free sensor echo.
He's going to go forward right 2. He's going to try and keep a long line so he can duck out. He's going to try and bait me and commit me. It's a 1. Interesting. Yeah, 2. Okay, so I did 2 it. But yeah, so far as I anticipated, so that's fine. Don't mind that. He's going where I want him to go. "15 minutes gone already, I'm happy with that. So when I shoot, I want to make sure there's no time for him to make a save.
Okay,
He's got to destroy 2 of my
yeah.
ships if I destroy 1 of his.
Don't see the need to take any tokens at this point.
So that's what
I'll,
I'm banking on.
Hold that there. And then I think this time it's your 10 before my 10, isn't it?
That is correct. And I'm reversing. I think at this point he's now clocking that. Hang on a minute. He doesn't want to budge out that corner. I ain't got a problem going to a roll-off. I don't mind that. I'd rather lose at a roll-off than be outdone tactically.
Right, sealer, 1 forwards. Sensor echo. Back right one, I think. Yeah. Right one. Forgoing other actions as well. So yeah, that's it. No
Okay.
combat.
Cool.
Nothing in the end phase except token clear up, which there's no tokens to clear up.
I've
So
got to
into
clear up.
the-
I've got to clear up an Orcs off Cisco on the Enterprise. That's going to mess with his head. And I'm going to clear a time token off Riker to make Cisco 11. There you go, changing the parameters in terms of engagement. Head games. So I'm going to reverse Cisco. Okay, MrOK planning. I'm going to reverse Cisco. I've got to move the two guys forwards. I might bank into the planet and then I can reverse. Just to keep my range 3 options open. Because Sealer's not committed at the moment, and when she does, I'll easily be able to turn back in, so not a problem. Again, all part of the plan. I just want to make sure I make it as difficult as possible for him to sneak down this this section here. That's what he's going to try and do. He's going to try and get down here. So if I do my banks, that'll end me up at about here. Yeah, about here. Which then still gives me a chance to hard free to turn into intercept or continue banking round. Cool. I expect this ship to go down this section. But I want to start banking just to make sure that he can't censor echo into my my line here, because I don't really want to spend actions maneuvering with the extra maneuvering options I've got. I want to get tokens so I can battle stations and scan. That's really what I want to be doing. Because I can't target him, because he's bloody cloaked, didn't he? So. But it does force my squadron to break up a little bit. Still got to bring Cisco back. Got to turn these guys. Because he could, in theory, get a pot shot off. So I'm going to be able to match that. Contemplating Cisco. Do I want to reverse Cisco? Have him mop up. That would work. Because I feel Cisco would be too committed forwards. I really want those torpedoes. Again, I'll put the Musashi out first.
Alright, my dials are down.
That. Put my dials around the wrong way. That would have been disastrous. Atlas. Next. And the Enterprise. Okie dokie. Last check to make sure they're right. Okay, I'm good.
Alright, activation. Tasha scout 1 forwards. And I'll take a evade token.
Again, I'm under no pressure. I know that I'm
Romulan
weaker
science
if I move
vessel,
away.
hard 2 to the left.
He knows he
probably
has to
bumping
keep
into the planet.
continuously moving forwards because he hasn't got the Federation shuffle.
So let's undo that.
I'm happy if 2 of my ships engage a scimitar because I know that I can do a substantial amount of damage. See, he's got to use his battle stations to damage me. His Phaleron is going to kill people though, regardless, because I've got such poor defense. But I'm hoping that 2 sovereigns are enough to get rid of him. Because he could shoot the Captain Scalate ship, but it's still going to shoot. I don't think he can destroy a ship with one of his ships.
It's probably not going to sit flush against it, is it?
What's that?
So if I'm train tracking it, I don't think I fully. I reckon it's probably going to be more at that angle, wouldn't you say?
I'd say it's a little left in terms of angle. I'd say it's
Or
more
is
like
this
that.
or that? It's either completely flush or slightly off.
I see a dilemma. Rotate it again. I'm looking at the shadow. I would say that. That seems right.
Fair enough.
It's the most aligned with the train tracks.
Right, if you can pick it up for me. Yep. So I believe it's your 8 next.
Okay, then Mushi Sassy is doing a 1 bank. We'll clear the orcs. Don't really want to turn too much. But I've still got options either way. I am going to battle stations. Okay, I'm up to 10.
Right then, Scimitar is going to do a 1 forwards.
Not as aggressive. No, nowhere near what I was expecting. I was expecting a bit more of an aggressive approach. Happy with that. No problem.
I'm going to sensor echo for free.
It's going to go down towards my edge. Yeah, called it. Not as aggressively forwards as I was expecting, but that 6 forward is good. But here's the thing. I'm hoping he'll straighten up. And as he comes down this section, it's going to keep him moving like this. So I'll always get a good arc on him. So he does a 6 forward here. He can still bug out that way. So that's why I'm not overcommitting to that. He's still got the option of doing that.
Yeah, and I'll just take a battle stations evade.
He might try and use in between the planets to crack off a shot with Phaleron weapon to affect my ability.
Right, my 10 before your 10.
Okie dokie.
Sealer, 1 forwards.
Felt like a long one forwards there. But... So now he can do his own shuffle of 2 backwards.
Sealer
He ain't gonna commit.
will sensor echo. Left forwards 1.
So he's trying to put pressure on the flank to force me to commit. Then he's gonna just roll away quite happily.
So
Get me into the mines. I'm not gonna buy it. Not until he's like level with the mines. That's when I want to get involved. I'm not too worried about Sealer. It's the Phaleron weapon I'm worried about. I'd rather kill the Scimitar because that's going to be easier to pin down.
and And I'll
But
take
Sealer is
an
getting dangerously
invade
close to being
as my
locked in.
action.
He's actually done me a favour with that.
Yeah,
that
okay, that's me
blue
done.
planet. Okie dokie. My 10 next. The Atlas. Clear the orcs. And just going to put battle stations. Don't need to do anything fancy. And then finally, the Enterprise E is doing a 1 reverse. This is where it gets really difficult. Okie dokie, that's me done. 6 forward gets
Yep,
in.
2 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. I think I can get away with 1 reverse.
Right, another round of no attacking. I guess it's token clear up, which will be your clearing the orcs again, I presume.
Yarp. Now, if my calculations are incorrect, this will be punishing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, planning phase. I'm going to throw out some mines.
So yeah, not ideal that I've broken my squadron up, but I think it's necessary to put pressure on him to know that I'm aware of his encroaching flanks. But I am going to have to commit sooner or later. And I know at the moment, I don't want to rush him. I don't need to. I think a 1 burst will just about work, and that puts him in a really awkward pigeonhole then.
Alright, that's the mines down. Right, onto dials.
He's going to slow roll that scimitar and try and make me absorb as much minefield damage as possible. That sealer has got a lot of weight, easy to get out. I'm now calculating. If I do a 1 backwards, will a 1 bank bump me? Yes, I think a 2 bank is the best option. Yeah, I really want the scimitar, that's what I want to kill. It's easier to lock down. he starts putting dials down, I will, because again, this isn't a game about destroying everything. That's not possible. This is a game of who makes the first mistake. Could argue I've made a mistake by breaking my formation, but for me, my game plan is I don't want to give up these lanes. So, it's not going to be perfect all the time. And I have to be prepared in case he does rush me down my own board edge. I reckon he's going to do a 1 and then sense echo and try and use the board edge. Because if I rush him now, A, I'll hit mines, and B, he'll bug through the planets. Let's do my old 1 dial at a time. See if that throws him a little bit. Yeah, he's checking which one that was. Let's get Atlas next. Again, this isn't a problem for me. Very happy. I'm feeling nervous. I was hoping I had some like whiskey. I run out of JD and honey, that's my favourite. I'm thirsty, I want to get a drink. That's currently on my mind. I think that's also nerves. Has he put down any dials yet? No, he's considering my captain skills and what ship does what for my fleet. He's under pressure.
Sorry, it's a big turn, this.
Yeah, it's a massive turn, no doubt. I think I've got one more turn left of my own stalling, whereas he's thinking, when does he start to lock it in? He either retreats with the scimitar, or he starts rolling forwards. He can't rush in. Well, he shouldn't rush in, so he can rush in if he wants, but he doesn't. It's not a good idea. Plus, I think he's expecting me to start turning round, whereas I'm gambling that I'll be out of range free. But he can obviously see the lanes. He knows I'm not too bothered about the mines if it means I get a kill. Now he's under pressure, he's now going to start rushing his dials. Start second guessing himself. Which suggests to me that his approach to this game was reactive, whereas I already had a plan, which was I'm holding this corner. Because I create my fire lanes then. He can't shoot for a planet. And it makes it harder for him to retreat and dance, because then it's forced into a quadrant.
Okay, let's do this.
Okie dokie, you're Unos.
Okay, so Tal Shiar Scout is going to do a hard one to the right.
I mean, if I wanted, I could dance up the right there, couldn't I?
And a Sensor Echo back and right 2.
Important turn is I move first, then he does. Mind you, Shinzon's a 9. It would be important for Sealer, because next turn I'll have
Science
the
Vessel.
initiative, which would be really good because I can then start moving.
I'm really curious whether or not the 3 bank right would have cleared, but because I was on the left of the planet, I was too worried about it. So I will Sensor Echo back right 2. Push me right there. Okay. Your 8 next.
My 8 is doing a 1 reverse. Doesn't matter if I bump Morks anyway, so I don't care. Change that there, change that there. Okie dokie.
Right. You're... No, mine 9.
Yeah, I called it. Did the one forwards, he didn't want to commit just yet.
Scimitar is going to sensor echo.
Go on, 2 straight right.
Back right 1.
Oh, okay. He went the direction I expected him to. So he's playing exactly how I imagined he would. Again, that's making my fire lane so much easier for when I do spring. Because being at range 3 ain't going to bother me. I'm going to have a load of dice.
Take a battle stations away. Your 10 before my 10.
1 reverse. Okay. Now that's going to really shit him up now because he's not going to know which way I'm committing. At first it's like he's straight, it'll take longer, but now it's like, oh, actually Andy's got some.
Yeah, Sealer
good
is
spreads
doing
here.
a bank to right. And I'll sensor echo.
He's going to go to the middle of the table, I reckon. Yeah. I think he wants to force me into that middle, force me to go through the middle, then Sealer come in for a swoop over while I chase a Scimitar. So he is going to try and go through the middle of those planets at some point with the Scimitar.
I'll actually sensor echo. Okay.
Which I'm inspiring, but no.
No, actually I won't sensor echo. I'll just take an evade.
Tense. Very tense.
So that is your 11.
The biggie. Yeah, I called it. So ain't going to be able to reverse 1 anymore. Ooh. Now, if I might have a range 3 shot. It's not a modified, but I'm splitting my forces up. But he's now cautious of trying to come towards me.
Okay, combat phase.
Just deciding my action. What's Laris's ability again? Okay, cool. Yeah, so Laris will get the battle stations in the combat. Is it worth me pulling away to try and do a couple of damage, or potential damage? No, especially when I've got all the mods. So battle stations. It's not worth. I'm not being dummied in. Separate my forces. There's no need.
All right, combat phase. Don't believe there's anything, is there?
No, I wouldn't have had a shot. No. This is it. We're gonna have some combat next turn.
All right, end phase. Right, dials.
So Laris could do a one bank there and swing around that way. Or I've got to commit at this point. He's got pressure on me with the Pterodex. I'll definitely rate speaking my thoughts now.
God, I haven't shut up in mine all game.
I've been very chatty. I think this is the turn, I think. Now I know he's baiting me in with Laris. I can commit, but I need the support of my ships. He can make a fire lane down here. Do a one bank, go like that. So if I overcommit, he's got a shot. So what's he going to commit? There's no time for reversing now. I ain't going to get the scimitar range. He should do a one forward with the scimitar again. Laris can also cut right through those planets and get on the blind side. It's the Enterprise E that's the real problem. He'd be stupid to rush me at this point. There's no guarantee he's going to come out of it okay. But if I go after the Pterodex, which is likely going to make me dance around here, I'm okay with that. The planet's in the way. But free. But he's going to have a shot and I'm not going to have an answer. So free bank gets me back there. I probably would have an answer. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I'll go for the scimitar. I think now's the time. We have to bank in. Sasha needs to do a one forwards. So that'll end up there, that'll go there, that'll go around there, then I'll use the... Yeah, so he's going to go there, he's going to go there, then there, he's going to go around there, and I'm going to make him go forwards, and I've got a nice torpedo arc. I've also got a torpedo arc out my arse. Put Musashi out first.
Right. Would you believe there's only 29 minutes left?
I do believe. Very tactical game,
I
isn't it?
believe.
Do you believe in good?
Right. Activation.
Go for it.
Right, let's get the little ones out the way. Tashia Scout.
I'm happy that
Hard one,
Tasha
right.
was at the top there, so that's not going to strip my
Who could
token.
have called that, honestly?
No issue.
Evade. Science Vessel.
Yeah, he's expecting
Right.
aggression.
Sensor Echo. Let's go Sensor Echo straight and right. 2. It's me there. That's me done. You're 8.
The Musashi is doing a 1 forwards. That's not moved as far as I thought it would actually, so that's handy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go around there. Yeah, I need to turn. I'm going to battle stations and Federation helmsman to go forward 1 left for an Orcs. Just as I planned. Okay, I'm up to 10.
Okay. Discussing. 2 seconds.
I might have fucked up a bit there. We shall see. Oh no, I'm fine. I forgot I put a bank maneuver in, didn't I? It's going to slot in really nicely. It's the Enterprise that's going to come round and do
Right.
bigger moves.
It's supposed to be anyway. Come on. Engage. There we go. Right.
Okay, yeah. As he should have done.
Checking range. Well out of range.
So he's going to bring the Laris in. Which is fine, I can cover my ass there, no problem. Sounds like we were arc of the Big E.
Battle stations. Evade. Stay in put. And my 10 before your 10.
Yeah, this is it. See, he doesn't know where my 10's going. He's
Sealer.
probably guessing it's going to follow the
1
Musashi.
forwards.
Yep, expect him to do that.
Sensor Echo.
Which way are you going to go, bro? You can't arc dodge, so he's probably going to play it safe. Go to the middle of the board.
Backwards right 2.
Yeah,
Like this.
not going to argue with that. I actually got a really good bit of positioning because all I need to do is just 1 forwards is now. Whereas Sealer, if she wants to get to the fight, she's got to go and then turn in, at which point she's in marks as well. He was put off by obviously the Big E. I've got the planet in the way, perfect. It's going exactly how I want it to now. I was already very nervous, but he's now in a position where he has to commit the scimitar to combat, because if he turns away, he's going to get destroyed. So he's got to commit, and he's going to go for that middle. If we go forwards, and then go
I'll
to the
just
middle,
take
keep his
a
arc
evade token. You're 10.
on. Cheers. Just pause the timer for a sec. I just got to check something.
I'm paused.
I finally gave in and got myself a Coke. Okay, I have returned, so I will unpause my timer in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, done.
And it's my turn, yeah? And it's my turn, isn't it?
It is. It's your 10.
Okay, so the Atlas is doing a one bank to the left. Ooh, look at that, that's good. That's the one token. Okay, to check range.
Were you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Check range.
Fucking miles out. Okay, I'm going to battle stations and scan, which gives those 2 tokens to the other ship as well. Now I'm reminding him what I'm capable of doing. He's essentially going into a joust situation, which is not what he wants. Okay, and then finally the Enterprise.
Just to confirm, where did you get those tokens from?
So the Atlas, if I perform an action, the Atlas gives those same
Oh, yeah,
tokens
yeah.
out.
Cool.
And I've just realised that that's really handy, actually. Cool. Something bigger in scale. Right, and then I will battle stations with the Enterprise. Oh, this is a really good place for me to be, actually. I'm happy with that.
Okie dokie.
He's not going to like that.
Looks like we're going to have no shooting again.
Yas! But I have to go forwards. I'm just going to do a forward one. I don't need to do anything fancy.
Okay. Combat phase, nothing. End phase, token clear up. Dials.
That's some good flying there to get back in formation. I'm pretty chuffed with that, actually. I'm just going to do one forwards, because if he does bank, he's not going to be able to get a shot. If he charges in, yeah, I think Sealer's in a bad position now. Not for damage she'll incur, but more for what she can do with the fight, because he knows I'm coming for the scimitar now. And he knows I can't do a fleet reverse, which I probably wouldn't do anyway. I'm just going to do a one lock in, because I'm actually in a really great position. Get speed for him, but you need to rush it. That's at the bottom. Sash is in the middle. And the pressure's on him. I don't need to do any reposition, so I'm just going to chuck loads of tokens out. I think he's realised no matter where that scimitar goes, I've got it. I might try and fly over and do a come about. But again, I've got it. I just won't have torpedoes if it's range 1. Again, I'm happy that time's going because I feel like I'm in the best position right now. So no issues there. Okay, you're a very naughty cat. He's in a real pickle now. If he turns away, I get 3 shots on him. Sealer's going to rush down that side. But in order to get a shot, she's got to bank round. I just need to do 1 forwards, so I'm happy. See Zeus on the stream? No, you can't. There he is, that's Zeus. The Black Beauty, eh? The panther. This is one of my partner's cats. For those that remember Minnie the Moo on the streams, she sadly passed away in December. I still feel that loss. But my partner and I moved in together. We bought a house in December, and we now have 3 cats, because I had Pickles and I had Minnie, and my overall's got Zeus and Hades. Hades is a bit more of a scaredy cat. He likes to hide a lot more. There's a lot of love there. He's a very big cat, but he's a bit of a scaredy cat. Zeus is probably the alpha here, aren't you, hey? But he's still put at distance by Pickles, who's still not warmed up to either of these cats. Yeah. She's 12, 13. These boys are about 6, 7. Oh, excuse me. He's really thinking about it. The more time that goes by, the easier this will be for me. More pressure on him now, because he's now going to think, shit, it's already been a while. And now Andy's put his dials down after a long time of thinking, and I was quite happy. I'm really reacting when he puts his dials down. He knows he's in a bad place.
This is the round that decides the game, I suspect.
Yeah, I'm just second guessing myself now. No, I'm good.
Alright, here we go then. Good luck. Taoxia Scout.
It all comes down to that scimitar move. I was thinking of going a bit faster, but it just exposes me more to the Deredex when I don't need to go fast. It just means I get an extra turn.
So Taoxia Scout is going to do that. Nothing needed. Romulan Science Vessel. Going to do that. Might as well protect myself a little bit more by a Sensor Echo straight 2 to the right. Might be a bit too harsh, but...
So I'm giving it away a little bit what I'm doing, but I don't think it's going to prevent
safe
what he's going to do. If he wants to get away from me,
right.
He's got to take
You're right. Musashi, 1 or 2.
Uno!
Okay.
And I will... what action do I want to do? I will scan. Because I plan to get another scan in the battle stations, and with Hobson he's going to have very little evasion. Musashi's actually in a really good place. Okay, and then it's your 9. This is it.
Right.
What's
Moment
he
of truth.
commit to?
What do you reckon I'm doing?
I think you're going to try and use your range 3. No, I don't think you're going to try and take your arc away from me because you know you're in a shit position.
Really? Too bloody right I'm in a ship position, so it's a two
Perfect.
forwards.
Yeah, I've got him.
But I
think this
am
is
well
game.
aware of the fact that I know I could have escaped. I thought you were going to rush me, so I was so tempted to do a hard 3 and then sensor echo around the planet. But I knew that you'd just go full bore and charge me, and then I'd rob myself of an arc. So yeah, I thought I'm committed now, so scimitar is going out in style. I just need to decide on my actions.
Great thing about the Enterprise is I get all the tokens from the Atlas if I need them. I can react to his movement if
I
he
will
can,
battle
because I
station
really
today.
want to get 8 torpedoes off at him. Which he's doubling down. That's even better because I get more actions now to increase my ability to rain havoc or cry havoc.
Your 10 before my 10.
The Atlas does a 1 forwards, and he will battle stations, which will then share a battle stations with the Musashi. He will then Picard to scan, which will then share a scan token with the Enterprise E. He will then trigger metaphasic sweep to target lock the scimitar.
Which you wouldn't have been able to do if I'd just done a 1 forwards.
That's right, I'd have had to have come to you because I knew this is the turn I had to lock you down. Okay, I'm now up to 11.
Okay.
I'm probably going to lose my 8, that's fine. I
forward
think the
from
10
Sealer.
and 11 are enough to get rid of him. Okay, he's now going to swing round.
Sensor echo, naturally.
Because he gets the 3 battle stations.
Just deciding on which one.
Like I say, if I destroy his ship and he destroys my ship, it doesn't matter. I'm still winning. The question is, does he... What do you go for? What do you go for?
And then my action will be a target lock.
Oh, this is great. I've got 2 ships that can shoot the warbird. I've got 3 ships that can shoot the scimitar. So it all depends if I'm in range 3 of the scimitar. Because I'm going to chuck all 3 of them at scimitar.
On the Musashi.
I'm not going to argue with that. By the time he shoots at the Musashi, he's going to... I'm going to have fired all the
done.
things I need to fire. Excuse me. Okie dokie. And then the Enterprise E. 1 forwards. Check range. And battle stations.
I just said on my stream, after 6 rounds, you still somehow lured me into a joust.
I said on my stream, I'm really impressed how I managed to pull back a formation after how I messed it up. Well, not messed it up, but pulled it into different bits. And I was able to just bring it back together.
Yeah, this turn, I'm really, really frustrated with this turn. I know I could have got the scimitar out of there.
Okay, anything else? Or are you ready to move into combat? phase?
So when we start combat phase, I've got gimmicks, but yeah, that's it for activation.
I've got nothing in terms of combat phase starts, so do your gimmicks and then I'll start firing torpedoes.
Right, Larus.
Oh shit. You still there? I've been disconnected from the stream. Hello? Can you hear me? I might have to ring him. Not at the moment of my victory. Ah, there you go.
You all good?
Yeah, I'm good. Did I get disconnected or did yours crash?
You just got disconnected.
Okay.
I'm still up. Yeah, there you go. You're back in.
Sweet. Okay, cool. That's awesome. It's not as devastating to all the sinks as anything. Where were we? Sorry.
Just remuting myself. Right, I paused the timer.
Okay.
So
I didn't, so we have 8:49.
yeah.
So I need to amend mine. Well, you just run down what you've done. If you just talk to everyone while I do it.
Yeah, no, basically, it's your turn to shoot at 11. So here we go. It's not a lot. I would say it's going to come down to dice now, but of course, you've got very near perfect quality. So it's. I suppose it would probably more come down to my dice than your dice.
Okay, I'm just sorting out my stream timer.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, if you can hit pause in 5.
Okay, going.
Alright, cool. So, what did you do at the start of the combat phase, just to sum up quickly?
So I just put Larus's battle stations and attack dice on.
Okay, so I can now shoot my 11, yeah?
Yep, go for it.
So, orcs on the Enterprise, so I can fire the Federation photons, 2 time tokens. Ooh, could you promote me, please? Okay, so 5, the standard, 1 for the photons, 1 for the Musashi, auto hit for the Musashi. Do you have any modifications before I modify?
I do not.
Okay, so I'll change all blanks to battle stations.
And spend the battle stations.
Yeah. I'm having some issues. Can you hear me all right? Internet has gone awful this evening.
You still there? In Discord.
Yeah, I'm still here. I don't know why it's crashed again. I'm back in the main menu.
Yeah, I don't know. It just says the P2P session has failed. So
Yeah, there it is. I can see the server.
I don't know if you're getting lag spikes on your end or something.
Possibly.
I've paused the timer again.
Cheers. I'm currently connecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, as we said, all hits thanks to the battle stations modification and then the spend of the battle stations token. On top of that, I have a scan token on my ship.
So that's 8 hits.
I'm hoping I can kill it.
So I have the ability to avoid potentially 7 if I somehow get perfect quality here. So I get 6 because of the 2 and the cloak, and I got an evade token backing me up. So rolling.
Hang on, you drop one of those 6 because I've got a scan.
Oh. Well, it's up to you. Do you want me to re-roll that or just drop one?
I'll re-roll, please.
Re-rolling.
He's got 5 symbols. I'd rather see a bit more blank.
So 5 dice.
Same result.
Okay. I will spend the evade and the battle stations. So we got. So I will avoid 5.
3 hits.
Take 3 to the hull.
That's still pretty good considering. For me. Yeah, no, there's a good lot of amount of mods there.
Oh, starting the timer again, by the way.
No worries.
So that's your 11. My initiative says my 10 next, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Sealer time.
My timer is at 4 minutes.
Pardon?
My time is at 4 minutes, so I'm going to recalibrate it to yours. Yours is more accurate.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll get Sealer rolling. So targeting Musashi.
Because he wants to get those dice. I won't try to stop him.
So we've got 3 upgraded to 4 because of Dominion War retrofit. That doesn't count towards rule of 3 because it's replacing the value. I then add 1 more for Laris, 1 for the additional weapons array, and 1 for Vreenak.
I mean, I've done absolutely everything I can.
Rolling.
I think so. I think you've done well to only take 3 damage.
Oh, not bad. I might as well spend the target lock. Oh, I believe I've been called out on this in the past, so I think the advanced cloaking I have to decide now to take the orcs. I will not take the orcs, so I will be decloaking as a result of this.
Okay, and before you do that, I'm going to spend my scan token to change a battle stations to a blank.
Which I will then use my target lock on the 2 blanks.
Just try and increase my odds of a blank. Fair enough.
And spend the battle stations for 8 hits.
Yeah.
6
2,
hits. No,
4,
7
6,
hits.
7. Is that a primary weapon? Sorry, is that a primary weapon attack?
It is, yes.
Yeah, so I will get 2 greenies. No, I'll take it. So that's 5 shields, 2 hull. 2 hull. Okay, my 10.
Okay.
So, I get 5. I get Musashi. I get Musashi auto hit. And naturally it's on the scimitar.
Naturally.
Ooh, I'll take
Oh,
that.
game.
And I will spend the battle stations, and I have a scan token backing me up.
I get 5 dice. Actually, no. Sorry. I get range, don't I?
It's a primary weapon, yes.
Yeah. So I'm back up to 6 dice. Okay. Well, to survive this, I basically need a crap ton of evades. So let's get.
Yes. Game. Whew.
Okay, so I can't do anything. I've got 1 gone, so 6 going on to the scimitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gone. She can't shoot. There's 1 minute left, and 1 more turn. I could. Okay.
I'll be honest, you can't win. As harsh as that sounds, because you have to destroy 2 of my ships, because
I
your
was just going to
scimitar
say
costs more.
Musashi. Yeah, that's fine. What was I going to say? I want to check something then. So yeah, congratulations on making the final.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. We officially calling it there, because I've still got a shot with Musashi, but I don't want to do it.
Oh yeah, just call it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
We
That
are.
is game. Yeah, I want to see if I could have escaped with the scimitar.
Okay.
So I'm going to back up 2.
I think you.
Why is there no
I was saying on the stream, the issue you've got is you know, I was expecting you to eventually retreat between the 2 planets to try and bait me into the center. Then I noticed you overcommitted a bit, but the problem is you didn't know if I
Right,
was going
here
to
we go.
rush you or not.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So 3 bank. Sorry, pod 3 to the left, and then a sensor echo. I mean, it didn't go
Yeah,
as
you'd
far
got
as I was
away.
hoping, but so even if you used your extra maneuver, let's say that you were really dead set on getting the scimitar, that puts you about.
There.
Let's see if I range 3. Yeah, you're not catching.
No.
So at that point, you've gotten there. I wouldn't have risked bringing Sealer up. I was just probably going to hop around this planet here. I suspect the game probably would have gone to time at that point. Another couple of rounds of dancing around, and then I don't know, maybe we would have had to have played a couple of sudden deaths or a roll off, or I don't know.
I mean, you'll see if you watch my video back, everything played out how I intended it to, not to sound big-headed. But it's like I said on the stream, I'm happy for this to go to a roll off. I'd rather lose at a stalemate and dice than lose to being outplayed.
No, that's fair. I started my stream by saying that patience would win this game, and I'd always said that quite often when I lose to you, it is down to just me eventually you having a bit more patience than me, and I think that's exactly what happened. I was patient for 6 rounds. That was actually round 7, I think. But I was patient for 6 rounds where I never overcommitted. Obviously, you saw the scimitar, you turned in, and I think that just obviously scared me. It did. I couldn't risk ending the scimitar here and having you, all of you in a line like that with me with nothing. Which, in hindsight, considering you had the captain skill advantage anyway, I should have just risked that. But that's, the benefit of hindsight. And it's just... What I hate is the fact that I said straight away, I was like, there's no way I'm going to joust you. It took 7 rounds, but I ended up jousting you.
Yeah.
This is exactly why that's exactly why I could never win a joust.
So I think you played a good game. The problem, I said on the stream, the problem the scimitar's got is it's got no stalling maneuver. And I noticed you were going to try and exploit my board edge. And I tried to keep both options open. And then when I realised Laris got a bit too close to the planet, you were forced to go one way or the other. But I think you played well. You positioned well. You didn't over commit, and it was inevitable we were going to meet each other. But I was gunning for the scimitar from the start. Maybe I had a couple of wavering moments, like should I? But no, I'm sticking to the scimitar. You almost had me here. Do you remember when I had the E looking up towards your board edge and my 2 ships at an angle this way? And the E was over here. I think the E was here. And then I pulled that manoeuvre to pull them back into it as a line together. I thought, fucking hell, that was a good one. So, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I threw out the mines, and I thought, you don't care about the mines.
No.
So, I don't think that presumably they didn't factor into any of your tactics then.
No, basically, I said it on the stream. I give everything away on the stream. I knew being in an open space is your advantage, and I wasn't going to play that game. Where you placed that planet was absolutely perfect for me because it forced lanes, and I thought I'm playing to that tactical advantage.
Again, I mentioned on my stream, lanes and how you love your lanes. So, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, right, well, we'll wrap this up now then.
Yeah, so what I'm going to suggest is, can you do the type up, and do you want to have a quick game of Rocket League?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, man. Nice. Right, GG, thank you. I feel gutted you didn't make it to the final, but I'm glad that you made it a really tense game. Because that's how it should have been.
Yeah, no,
it was a good game in terms of edge and patience. I think you were very patient. It just, something had to break on someone's side.
Yeah, took 7 rounds, but yeah, like I said, well played. Ultimately, the way you forced me into a joust, despite me desperately trying not to, is a testament to how well you played that game. So, screw you, and good luck in the final.
Cheers, bro. Right, let's go summarise this and play some car football.